finally going to let you in on what we have planned for this 2003 LM7. Do a 363 stroker kit, and on top of that, we're going to do a twin turbo kit. What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching the channel. Crazy week going on. So today's the last week before Streetcar Takeover in Charlotte. Neighbors. So anyway, crazy week going on. We're gonna be really busy. It's the last week before Streetcar Takeover in Charlotte, and the car that I want to take up there, you can see it's missing a few things right around here. But that's being taken care of. We got a ton of parts for that. The block's at the machine shop, getting a new sleeve. Let's see. Got the project we're starting on down there. Whole mess of parts. So we got 2J stuff getting rebuilt right here. Cleveland, you see, finally got the heads back for that. Took a pause on that because Corey's coming down soon, so I'm gonna let him kind of get some hands on his own stuff. Other 2J still sitting there. That one's starting up really soon. I'll probably wait till we get the first one knocked out and then immediately jump on that. And then over here, here's what's going on today. You see, we got about $6,500 worth of parts in these boxes down here, and we got to get all of those into that. So this is what we're working on today. This is my wife's LS. We're building this as like a project for her. We've already got the car in mind that we're going to put it in. We just haven't found the actual car for purchase yet. But stay tuned. We'll let you guys know what's going on with that. I've kind of dropped some hints about it before. But anyway, we're just going to start building this out. So we've already had it taken to the machine shop, bored out. It's getting a stroker kit. You guys saw the video of all the measurements by now. As you can see, I'm really limited on space in my garage right now. So while I wait for space to get one of my engine stands open, we're going to be working on the dolly down here. We just got to throw in some of the new cam bearings. We're going to replace the oil barbell, which is one of those things that LS owners always say to replace. This is my first LS, so I'm going to take their word for it and go ahead and replace it. But yeah, we'll throw the cam bearings in, we'll throw new barbell in, and by then I should have the 2J back from the machine shop and my other engine stand free. All right, let's knock this out. All right, so to start, you see, we're gonna pull this barbell out, and you can see there's not anything to really grab onto it with. It's kind of the press fit in there. So I'm going to try to drill a hole with the screw into it. There we are. Just pulls right out. So I guess as it wears or gets press fit in there, it manages to pass its way over. It's really just kind of a plasticky piece. Got a little rubber O-ring on it. But what this piece is supposed to do is supposed to block off oil as it comes up from the pan and force it into the oil filter to get around this first little block. And then it comes through the oil filter, back up across this little skinny section and into the engine, and then this back part just keeps it from backing out of the rear timing cover. What we are replacing it with is a billet piece. All right, so yeah, here's the part number. I got it from LS Acceleration. Those dudes are super chill to work with. If you're in the military, they have a military discount. You just gotta call to make your orders. And that's kind of the trend with a lot of places. So I'm going to go ahead and coat this just a little bit with oil. Slides in. Boom. Just like that. That one is in there. See, it's just sitting flush. So next up is going to be throwing in some cam bearings. Everyone is out driving today. I wanted to throw the mic on. Alright guys, so I was trying to find you a better camera angle, but I don't have my other setup on me right now. So this is what we're going to have to deal with. So, got a set of King bearings. In case you don't know, when you order a set of bearings or even piston rings for that matter, the box usually has some sort of label to tell you which position each one goes on. So we know like CHP-23-1 goes to position 1 and position 5, and they're usually in that order in the box already. So I'm not too bad to focus in on that, but CHP-23-1. And let's see if this one back here is the same. Yep, CHP-23-1. And I know you guys probably didn't see that at all, but it's there. Order a set of bearings and check it out for yourself. So we'll start by dropping number 5 in there. Got my cam bearing installer tool from Summit Racing. This was meant specifically for the LS. Now what's really important is lining up our oil hole with the oil galley, which should be right down in here. And again, I gotta make sure that this is lined up with that oil. Seems to be about it. Boom. Alright, so as you can see, it's hot as hell out. I'm getting drenched in sweat, but we got all the cam bearings in. Now what you guys didn't see off camera was that first set of King bearings we tried to put in were the wrong size. I know I ordered the right size. What happened was the King bearings were mislabeled on the website. I'm not going to throw shade out there to the website because they've been super reputable and been super legit throughout everything that I've done to work with them, and I've been using them for years now. But I did end up taking a micrometer to the bearings themselves, and they're they just weren't the advertised size on the website. So I let the website know, or the retailer know, everything's good. I don't foresee that having been a huge problem. I just ran out and got a set of Clevite bearings now and threw them in there. So if you are going to do an LS and you did order some cam bearings, just check the advertised size and then verify that with your own micrometer set or calipers, whatever you have, just to make sure that you got the right size. Like I said in the measurements video for this engine, there was a change in cam bearing bore size, and it happened in the year 2003. So if you have like an 03 engine block or an 03 motor, definitely verify, make sure you got the right bearings. Now 04 and up to, all the way from 04 up until the end of the Gen 4 motors are the same size bearings, and from 97 to 02 are the same size bearings. It's just kind of that 03 year range for the 5.3s that you really need to check. Alright guys, so now that that's taken care of, we'll lube it up. We'll throw in our nice Texas Speed cam and get this thing on an engine stand. Alright, so now we got the cam bearings in. Engine is up on a stand. I actually had to run back to the machine shop to grab this because I left this part with the 2J. But anyway, now that we got the cam bearings in and the engine up on a stand, we can finally install our nice LS1 camshaft, or sorry, LS2 camshaft. It's kind of hard to do an LS build without going to Texas Speed. Yep, so this one is a 224 intake, 224 exhaust, at 1/2 inch lift, or a 1/2 inch duration. None of that means anything to us right now. It will come into play when we go to degree the camshaft, but that's a problem for future me. So I'm going to set this aside, pull out the cam. And we'll just hit it with a little bit of assembly lube. I'll fix that when it comes time to degree the cam. So I'm just going to finish what I set out to do today. Let's get up to the point of getting the crankshaft installed. So we're going to go with our ARP main studs. Alright, now I'll back them back out and I'll put the assembly lube on. Key. I know it's supposed to be hand tight only, but I'm not applying much pressure on it. Really just getting a finger on it until I get that last little bit of resistance. So definitely not torquing down on it or cranking down on it. Just making sure that I get it sunk into the hole. And most of these back here, I was able to do with the hand tight. You see stuff like this. And the purpose, at least my purpose, is to get the stud all the way in so that when I go to put the mains on and I torque them down, that it's not fully seated and then loses some of its strength. I don't know how likely of a problem that is, but I'd rather not find out. Next up's gonna be the big piece, and that's getting the stroker crank in there. I've got it tucked off in a box back here, so I will grab that, break it open, and we'll drop it in here. But first, I should probably put the bearings in. Alright. So that's important to know. It says here that the thrust bearing comes with one side that has 3 grooves, and another side that only has 2 grooves, and the side with 3 grooves has to face towards the flywheel or the rear of the engine. So I'm glad I stopped to read that. Okay, I see now. If you feel it, you can feel the 3 grooves. So really gotta actually feel it, because if you just go off of the looks, it looks like there's 3 grooves on both sides, but if you actually feel it, it's smooth right there and not grooved, and it's only these 2 sides that are grooved. So this side with only 2 is going to go towards the front of the engine. This back side's actually got 3 grooves in it. It's going to go towards the rear of the engine or towards the flywheel. I'm going to go ahead and assume the oiling hole goes down. Now these appear to be coated with something, but since this is my wife's engine and it's by far going to be the most powerful car she's ever owned or driven, before the only other cars she's really owned are Dodge Caliber and Dodge Journey, so definitely nothing of this power, even a stock truck motor would have made more power than anything she's owned. So I opted to overbuild the engine, and for that extra piece of assurance, the extra peace of mind that everything in there is going to be of high quality. And the only weak point is going to be the engine builder at this point.
Wait a minute!
I'm hoping these will just tighten down into place. Part of me wonders if it's just the studs not being in, or the studs being in, and maybe being at an angle. But now let's go grab that crank. Some lube. Definitely get it right here. There it is. And a nice 4-inch stroke crankshaft from K1. And this 4-inch stroke, along with the 20 thousandths overbore on the engine, should bring us up from 5.3 to 6 liters, or thereabout. And I should have done a better job of cleaning this engine before I drop this in here. That's the packaging, so let me go ahead and see the rest of it. It is just in that one spot, so I need to clean that out before I go any further. Because the last thing I want to do is wait and then forget about it and start it up and have issues. Well, that right there is why you don't do it while it's in the engine. So I'm going to take this back out, clean it. So what it was it's a little piece of packaging that got stuck in the reluctor wheel. Just kind of in between the two discs. And some of that styrofoam, and then also some of the plastic that it was shipped in. The way it was wedged in there, at best, it would have caused some issues with their ECU and sensing where the crank is, because it would have been reading as an extra tooth there. But at worst, that stuff would have broken free under oil pressure, got in there, and some of that plastic and stuff would have clogged up the oil pump, and we would have started starving our engine of oil. Or broken free and slid between the bearings. Now I'm going to throw the main caps on and call it a night. One more time. Alright guys, well that's a wrap for today's video. Thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. Don't forget, we have a giveaway going on. Every 500 subscribers, or every 500 new subscribers we get, we're going to be giving away an item. Just recently, Chase Davidson won our first 500 subscriber giveaway. He got himself a nice Energy deep dish steering wheel. And make sure you stay subscribed to the channel, because as long as you stay subscribed, you're automatically entered to win every other giveaway that we have. No limit to how many times you can win. And yeah, thanks for the support. We'll see you guys next time. Later.